some of them.
They will stop humanity from evolving. They will cause another war in the Middle East, fighting over oil, which is destroying the earth anyway. They have put all the other renewable inventions into vaults and safes so that no one ever finds out about them. They are behind everything tragic that is happening to humanity. And they have the money because they create it. They can buy any government. They can buy anyone.
Well, what about the...
And they've bought the media, and you will never hear anything that is important to you on this earth, either before you get here and when you leave. You will still never know what's been going on because they have created this chaos, and they own every means of information. You can buy anything when you're printing the money. They keep telling Americans there's no money. Well, where does all the money come from for the war? Whenever they need a war, they have money. Now, people who went through the Depression believe that the war took them out of the Depression. What bloody nonsense. All that was decided by the Fed was, after 10 years, okay, we own most of America. Let's go for a war now. And people will believe that the war started up the economy. No, 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 no. The war didn't start up anything. But people believe that to this day because they want war to be accepted.
And most people don't think. What about the money masters and G. Edward Griffin? Doesn't he want...
Am I making sense?
Yeah, we had on as our special guest Sydney White, and she teaches this class, like I said at the beginning of our interview. It's at the Free University of Toronto, and it starts in the month of October, and most people that know about the course can find out when the dates are by calling Sydney White, or what you can also do is check out Now magazine. It's listed in the events. So Sydney White is in the phone directory. We could give her phone number. If Eric has the phone number, we could put it there, but we should ask Sydney first. But it's usually in the first month of October, and she calls the students that were there last year, and they usually come in again. Now, this is the problem that people don't see. Sydney's got a small class of 100 people. 100 people from all the people in Toronto. That's not a lot of people that are understanding about the money system. We're dense to the whole situation, and she brought out that the Federal Reserve is just a private reserve of bankers. And why have we ever allowed this to happen in the United States in 1913? This is where I want to get into with Sydney again. So we were delighted to have her on, Sydney White. I thank her very much for coming on and expressing her views on the banking system and how corrupt, how cruel a system that we've never fought against. And it's about time the Americans have another revolution. That's the only way it looks like, because people don't understand that there's no other way to throw these bankers out. What do you think, Eric? Do you think the same thing?
Well, yeah, we got to get rid of the whole banking system and all the people that are following them. And because it's like she says, the money they're buying everybody. People are too easily bribed. And they're destroying their own lives. They think they're making a little money, but they're destroying their own lives and their own world in their attempt to get some short-term profits. So we've got to deal with
the people that are in Congress in the United States that have been bought off in every local county and every state all across America. They have to put in independence because the people that are in power right now have been appointed. People don't understand that. This is part of their whole scheme. These people that get in there go to the Steer Island, and this is how they are initiated. And bits and pieces are coming out in different Hollywood films even. One of them was The Shooter. I was surprised to see that. That in this film, The Shooter, they said there is no party. There is no Republican. There is no Democratic Party. It's a one system. It's a Federal Reserve system scam. So, Eric, we're going to have Sydney on at a later date, probably in a few days, because we've got in the thick of things today. So I thank you, Eric and Sydney White. Eric, how